like hate and all is political, so we are just normal people, they are just normal people, but it will be good for the sport, like because more eyes will be to the sport.
Rahul, a big match coming up for you at ONE Battleground II. So how are you feeling, first of all?
Actually, I'm feeling great. This time I'm really focused. I took a long break after my last two fights, after my last fight. So like I took enough breaks. So I'm like, and I prepared very well. And more than physically, like mentally, I was a little bit disturbed, so I I put a lot of mental studies, and like I'm sure that I'm in a much better position, and like mentally also I'm like in a very focused and stable position. So I'm very excited, and I'm really looking forward to fight for this fight.
Awesome. So first of all, like you're coming off two losses. So are there any extra pressure
Yeah.
on you regarding this fight?
Actually, no, there is no extra pressure because one of my big mistake was I put a lot of pressure on myself about the result. I was really on my last fights. I was really looking forward to get that win. So I was like, I think that was one of my mistake I made, and this time I'm like, no matter what the result, my focus is to give the best performance in the cage, in the one circle. So that is my focus, and I'm just going to do that. I'm very confident that I will be able to do that also.
Awesome. So did you manage to get any input on your opponent? Like, did you manage to scout him?
Yeah, absolutely. His all fights are there in YouTube, so it was very easy for me to go through that, and I done very good study, and I believe I have a good game plan also.
So have you worked into anything particular ahead of this fight, or like how do you see this fight playing out?
Actually, this time I worked a lot on my striking game with my coaches. It was a long break, so I never want to get uh, what happened in my last fights, get knocked out. So my main focus was to put a lot of effort in defense, and being very, like correcting all those mistakes, and and don't want to get caught again. And so I put a lot of effort and studies on that part, and obviously, but my fight will go to grappling, because the guy is, even though he have a very strong wrestling base, I believe he is an explosive striker, so even though you have a couple of submission wins, but I believe his striking is the danger part, and I'm going to put the pressure, and eventually I'm going to like wear him out by grapple, and eventually we'll get the finish.
Awesome. So you mentioned about your last fight. So what do you think went wrong in that particular fight with Ahmed Mujtaba?
Ahmed Mujtaba, I overcome it to the shot, and he timed it very well, so I get caught. So, all props to him. And mentally, I was very disturbed. Honestly, it was a short notice fight. It was like 2 weeks notice, and I didn't had a good team with me. So that was a major part, I believe, so uh, but this fight, my coaches are there, and they really helped me. My team really helped me. So Mustafa fight, so mentally I was a bit disturbed, even though I was very sure that I was skill-wise better than him, but I was mentally I was not there, and I believe so. I just overcome it. I just like try to do things that I didn't prepare well, so, and I get caught. It's okay. We learn from that, and I definitely learned from it. And nothing taking from his win. He props to him, and I learned from him, and I will never make that mistake again. And I'm going to prove that that this kind of things won't happen, and I will be ready in every fight as a much better version, and that's the best version of myself.
Awesome. So when you posted about your upcoming fight at ONE Battleground, so Ahmed left a comment saying that he's supporting you. Let's go, brother, or something. So how is that friendship between you and Ahmed, and what did you guys talk about after your last fight?
I congratulate him, and we talked, and there is I don't have any hate towards anybody. Like I respect all my opponents, no matter what the result is. In the cage, obviously, we try to hit each other, we try to knock each other out, but outside, he work hard. He's a I respect all the fighters, those who are working hard. So they deserve respect. And they work hard, and he get his win. I was genuinely happy for him, even though I was mentally broken. I was like really sad and everything. Obviously, a lot of pressures, but I was genuinely happy for him. And there was not much conversations between us, but yeah, so he wished me, and I'm happy to see that. So, and yeah, man, I proudly represent peace through sports, so it's a good step. Yeah.
Awesome. So if you get a win in this fight, are there any other names in your particular division that you would like to step into the one circle with?
No, like I'm not looking forward to like a fight particular opponent. Like so I will be ready for any person they put me in. But obviously, if like it will be fun to go. If I get a rematch, like against Mustafa, so that will be a fun fight because I will prepare better, and I believe it will be a better fight for the fight fans.
Mhm.
And even though there is for me, there is absolutely zero uh, hate or anything against Pakistan or Pakistani fighters or anybody from Pakistan, like hate and all is political, so we are just normal people, they are just normal people, but it will be good for the sport, like because more eyes will be to the sport. So it will be a fun fight, and so I believe that will be a fun fight, but doesn't matter, no matter which opponent is, my focus will be absolutely towards myself, and I will prepare the best version. I will prepare to be the best version of myself. That's all I'm looking forward to do. Yeah.
Awesome. So lastly, what is your message for the fans and what can they expect from the fight?
The message for the fans, actually, like I disappointed the fans for the last two fights. I believe that, because it was not a good performance. Doesn't matter win or lose, but I need to like I will be happy if I put a great performance, and if I lose after that, so I owe them a good performance, so I will say I will do my best, I will do my best in this coming fight, and it will be a great fight because my opponent is a very skillful guy, He's high level striker. He's wrestling for years, and his striking is on point. So it's very explosive guy. So it will be a good matchup for me, and um, so please watch and support. Please watch and support, and that's all I have to say.